Technically speaking, technically speaking, I ain't talking vegan when I said that I've been eating, making money on the side, but I use it for the main. I'm speaking in code when I tech talk that financial freedom. Have a seat, cause you gon' wanna sit up at my table, yeah. Plugged in that it, girl, IT with the cables, yeah. Network engineering is for you, it ain't no labels.
Welcome back to another lesson. We are talking about ACLs, access control list, okay? This is 5.6 topic on the CCNA. Now, ACLs, access control lists, they're just a set of conditions that are like grouped together by a name or by a number, right? And these conditions filter the traffic. So they let, we tell the router who can enter and who can exit the router. Okay. Now, by default, this router here, it receives, the packets as it's going through, and it takes these types of steps. It's going to first grab the destination. What's the destination of it? It's going to find the entry of that destination on its routing table. And then once it finds a match, it's going to forward the packet out of the interface as is needed, right? And if it doesn't find the destination on its routing table, then it'll just drop the packet. That's not sending it anywhere. Okay. So this default behavior, it does not provide any type of security, right? So anyone with the correct destination of this server or this computer or that, whatever, can get there through the router. So what we must do is set a ACL, access control list, onto the router to say who can route traffic through this interface, through that interface, etc. Okay. We have inbound ACLs and outbound ACLs. As you can tell, inbound meaning into the router, outbound meaning out of the router. Now, this is just a quick little topology I wanted to create for you guys, just so you can see how, you have a simple network. You have a router, a server, management PC, user PC, right? Now, we want to say, hey, on this server, only management can access this server. Just regular users cannot. So we're going to set up an ACL to say only X amount of, only this IP address can move through, this IP address cannot. I kind of wanted to show you it has the green and as the red so you can kind of see it in a visual aspect, okay? So yes, you got your inbound filter, so PC inbound to the router, okay? And then you got your outbound filter. So the router the PC wants to go to the server, then we have to, this is the outbound interface, okay? There are two types of ACLs that Cisco wants us to know about. We got standard ACLs and extended ACLs. Standard ACLs filter traffic based only on the source IP, who's ever sending it, the source IP. Extended ACLs filter traffic based on various different types of criteria, which includes the source and the destination IP addresses, the protocols, port number. It's a lot. So extended ACLs gives you more of a robust feature. Now, standard, it's only off source IP, and when it's time to group the ACLs in a like a naming scheme in that group, standard ACLs can only be numbered 1 through 99, right? And I believe there's another block like 1300 to 1900, something like that. Extended ACLs I know are between 100 and 199. So I'll definitely make sure you guys got that PDF so you can see the difference between standard ACLs and extended ACLs, right? On the bare bones, just know that standard ACLs only filter traffic via the source IP. Extended ACLs will do more. Kind of look at it like that, extended ACLs, right? I believe on extended ACLs as well, or ACLs period, you will have to use a wildcard, just like an OSPF as the mask when you're configuring the ACL. And we're gonna go in, I'm gonna show you kind of how I mean with the wildcard if you forgot, so it can jog your memory. So just know ACLs are applied in and out, right? Keyword in, keyword out, and we're just filtering traffic. So let's go ahead and configure some ACLs, okay? So the first thing we want to do is go into the router. Okay. Let me see. Can I blow this up a little bit? I don't know if you guys can see. Probably can't. Let me just push it up here. Because I just want you to see down here. There we go. Router. So we're going to go into privilege exec, enable. Then we're going to go into the global config. I don't know why I can't. Con FT. I gotta say it like out loud, Con FT. Anyway, so boom, we're in the configuration terminal. Now we're going to create a standard ACL. Okay. And the first thing you do is you create a list, right? Create a list. We're going to say, I think you could just put access list, or you might have to put IP access list, but let's just do this one. Access list was going to be standard. Standard is between, if we number it, it's between 1 and 99. So we want to make sure that it stays between there. So let's just say 10. Okay. Access list 10. We're going to permit, and let's say that management IP is this IP address. Then what we want to do is add a subnet mask, but it's going to be a wildcard, which means how I like to remember it is an inverted subnet mask. So if the subnet mask is let's say a /8 255.0.0.0, then if it's a wildcard, it's inverted, then it's going to be 0.255.255.255.255. You get that? If not, I'll send you some more resources to understand wildcard some more. That's as best as I can really explain it. That is just inverted. Sorry, that's my alarm. That is just inverted. Okay, cool. So now we said we have to put the inverted. Let's put it here like that because it's a/24, right? So as you can see how it's inverted. Then we're going to enter, and then we're going to say access list 10 deny any, right? Because we're going to permit this, we're going to deny all the others, okay? So 10, that's the ACL number. Remember, that's a standard ACL. We allow this traffic from only management, and we're going to deny everything else, okay? Then once we create the ACL list, we're going to then add this list to an interface, okay? So we're going to say, we're in the config mode still, stay here. We're going to apply it to an interface. So we're going to say interface, enter, I spelled that wrong, interface. Let's see what this interface is. I don't even know the interface. This applied to this interface, G0/2. So let's go ahead and bring this back up. G0/2, right? Sometimes you can put gigabit, enter. So now we're in the interface. Then we're going to, like I said, apply. So we're going to say IP access group. I think I need to have a dash. Group N. And the keyword is what? In instead of out. Okay, we're applying it to an interface. Go into the interface and apply it. How are we applying it? By the command IP access dash group 10, because we created access list 10. So we're doing the access group. Did I say list? I'm sorry. Access group 10 and then in for inbound keyword. Okay. Then we're going to enter and we can get out of that. Okay. Now, if we want, we can go ahead and verify our configurations. We want to verify that we configured this properly. And it's going to be show. I believe you got to put IP first, access dash list. Okay. And as you can see right here, Show we only have a standard IP access list 10, which we created. We permitted all, and we are denying the rest. Okay, that's all you need to create and verify an access list. The standard access list, to be exact. So let's do an extended access list. Same thing, going to config. Sorry guys, let me move my mouse. And we're going to put access list. This is extended. So extended is 100 to 199, I think. Let's just keep it at the first 100. Okay. And then once we create that 100, let's say we want to do a port as well. So we're going to say TCP, okay, 192.168.1.0. And don't forget, there are subnet masks 0.0.0.255. Okay, and we're going to say any, let me move my mouse, guys, because I don't want that in any, there we go, any EQ 80. So basically what that's saying is it's just allowing HTTP traffic from that management PC, and it can go anywhere. That's what it's allowing. Okay. So that's it. TCP, it didn't say, it says it didn't take. So let's put, I guess it doesn't want me to use that keyword. That's fine. Why is it doing this? Okay. Well, I guess I'll just keep permit. Okay, so hold on, we ran into a little sniggity snaggity. Maybe I need to put permit TCP because I didn't have that keyword in the beginning. Let me see. Yeah, I didn't have that keyword in the beginning. So let me put permit TCP. There we go. Goodness gracious. Sometimes you have to do that. I got to play around with some of these little things here. I'll update the PDF so it has this these configs because I thought it was something else. Okay, so we're doing access dash list 100 because that's the extended ACL, right? We got to say we permitted something, now we got to deny something. So we have 100, which is extended, deny, IP, any, okay? Any, blocks all other traffic. That's all it's doing, okay? Because if the router's going to make these decisions and they're going to need to either permit or deny. And if it's not permit, they're going to deny. They have, I think it's called like an absolute deny. So if you do not specify, it's going to deny you, right? If you do not specify whether to permit it or deny it, it's going to deny it. So we want to keep our access list with the permit and deny on what we want to. And then, okay, cool. So we made the ACL. Let's go ahead and add the ACL to the interface. So we're in config. Let's go to interface. Didn't spell it right. Interface. That's why I like ENT. I'm trying to do it better for you guys. What's this interface? G0/0. G0/0. Okay. That's going out. So we want to get into that. Now we're in that interface. We want to apply it. You apply it by saying, doing what? Let me move this out the way. IP access list, groups, 100, out. Okay. And that is it. We just applied it to the interface. Okay. Going out the interface. Let me just show you. Right. So we're on the router and we're saying we want them, we want the interface this right here, G0/0. We want this interface. I'm on amongst them. We want this interface to this is where I want you to route the traffic out, basically. So let's go ahead and verify. Show access list 100. Oh, they don't want me to do a show command. So what you can do, just a little caveat, you can do this and say do, and it will do it for you. But the best thing is to get out and actually run that command. So now we have show IP access list, we have standard IP list, and we have extended IP list, access list, right? So this is how you configure and verify your access list. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys the Trello desktop application. This is where all of our exam prep notes will be stored. So if you have access to the exam prep notes or you're in the boot camp, this is our Trello workspace that we will come to and collaborate our knowledge and questions, comments, concerns. You will still use the Discord for your primary communication, but this is where all the material is housed. And I just want to give you just a quick little run through. Now, right now, we are doing the CCNA/Net Plus learning. So as I do the lives or I do recorded videos, I will post them here. And as you can see, we're going to start off in this board, which is called the CCNA/Net Plus. You'll start here for all notes. Now, you definitely can click on this, right? And it will give you some information like the Google Drive. That's where everything is housed in our drive if you can't find anything. This is also where I will possibly tag you to say, here, start on this board and work your way through. These right here are the exam topics. You can click on it and see it's an attachment as well as a link. All right, click out of it. You can click into this card, which is the Computer Networking 101 ebook. It's just the ebook with the computer networking all comprised in it. Not as deep as the CCNA, but it talks about it in general. So you can get a general aspect of how computer networking works. Basically, how computers talk to each other, right? You get this ebook for free. It is $25 on the website, but since you signed up for the boot camp or for the exam prep notes, you get this ebook for free here. We also have the CCNA Quizlet. So these are our flashcards or play little games with the terms. So it can help you retain this information as you go through these modules. Each module, right, as you can see, has its own list. So we have network fundamentals, network access, IP activity, moving on. Each exam topic is listed in its own video. As you can see, the lesson 1.2, lesson 1.3, 1.6 and 7, and they're all here laid out for you. And then at the end of the section, such as section 1, you will have an exam, a pop quiz, just a test exam, just to test your knowledge, see if you retain some information. If you haven't, it would be best for you to go back and review the things that confused you or you just wasn't able to retain, possibly even going back to the Quizlet. But if you are confused and the videos are not helping you, the resources are not helping you, please utilize Discord and we'll be glad to get you caught up to speed you want to. You don't have to go through a lab. I think the best thing you can do to learn this, keep it in your head, is to do what we just did, right? Create the access list. And then add that access list to an interface, and then just verify that you created a standard ACL and an extended ACL. I think